Welcome to What's Math. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. This video will focus on dividing polynomials with an emphasis on long division. We're going to focus on the leading term for each expression only. Step 1, there is going to be the inside lead divided by the outside lead. With that result, it will take us to step 2. Step 2, the result goes on the top. Step 3, the result multiply the outside. The resulting expression goes inside. Don't forget, you always subtract. That's super important. We're always subtracting. It must be in order from the highest to the lowest exponent. You must use 0 for any missing term when setting up the division. Example, 2x cubed plus 12x minus 3. It needs to be in order, so you should have, if we start off with x cubed, the next one should be x squared, then the next one should be x, and then the next one should be no x. So we are missing the x squared. So when you set it up, you should have it as 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus 12x minus 3. Example, use long division. X squared plus 17x minus 22 divided by x plus 6. We're going to analyze the top and we realize that there is no missing term because it's x squared and followed by x and no x. So therefore we don't need to use a 0 as a placeholder. So when I set it up, it will be x plus 6 and inside would be x squared plus 17x minus 22. Now we are going to focus on the leads. I remember it's going to be the inside divided by the outside. The lead on the inside is x squared and the lead on the outside is x. So it's going to be x squared divided by x. We're going to factor the top. So it's going to be x times x divided by x. There's an x in the top and an x in the bottom, so they cancel out. We'll leave you with x, and that x goes on the top. Now that we place the x on the top, we need to take that x and multiply the outside. So it'll be x times x plus 6. We're going to distribute the x. X times x is x squared. And x times 6 is 6x. And that goes inside. Remember, we're always going to subtract. And here's a hint. We always start from the top. We flow to the subtraction sign on the outside. The sign on the outside. And then we flow to the bottom. So we're going to have x squared minus x squared, which cancel out. And then we have 17x minus 6x, which is going to leave us with 11x. And we're going to bring down the negative 22. Now my new lead on the inside is going to be 11x, and my lead outside is still x. So we're going to do the process all over again. So now we're going to have 11x divided by x, which factored out, you don't even have to factor because the x would just cancel that x, which leaves you with 11, and that 11 goes on the top and it's a positive 11, so it's plus 11. We're going to take that 11 and we're going to multiply the outside, so it's going to be 11 times x plus 6. We distribute 11, which gives me 11x plus 66, and that goes inside. Remember, we're always subtracting. So it's going to be 11x minus 11x. That means they cancel. It's going to be negative 22 minus 66. That means it's going to be negative 88. That negative 88 is a remainder. There's nothing to bring down. So therefore, we have nothing else we can do to the problem. Your answer will be the top plus the remainder over the outside, or what you're dividing by. So if, therefore my top is x plus 11 and it's a negative 88, so it's going to be minus 88 over x plus 6, and that's the final answer. Example, use long division. 3x squared minus 8x plus 19 divided by x minus 2. There is no missing term, so I don't need to use a 0 as a placeholder because it went from x squared to x to no x. We're going to set it up, so it's going to be x minus 2, and inside is going to be 3x squared minus 8x plus 19. We're going to focus on the leads. Remember, it's going to be the inside divided by the outside. So my lead on the inside is 3x squared, and my lead on the outside is x. So it's going to be 3x squared over x. We can factor that. It's going to be 3 times x over x. And x in the bottom will cancel an x in the top, which leaves it with 3x, and that goes to the top. We need to take that 3x and we need to multiply the outside. So it's going to be 3x times x minus 2. We're going to distribute. So therefore, we're going to have 3x squared minus 6x, and that goes on the inside. Remember, we're always going to subtract. And it's important to flow from the top to the subtraction sign on the outside and flow to the bottom. So it's going to be 3x squared minus 3x squared, which means they cancel. Negative 8x minus negative 6x. That minus negative becomes a positive. So it's technically negative 8x plus 6x, which leaves us with negative 2x. We are going to bring down that plus 19. Now we're going to repeat the process all over again. My new leader inside is negative 2x, and my leader on the outside is x. So it'll be negative 2x divided by x. Both x cancel out, leave me with negative 2, and that goes to the top. That negative 2 needs to multiply the outside, so it's negative 2 times x minus 2. We're going to distribute. So it's going to be negative 2x plus 4, because a negative times a negative is positive, and that goes on the inside. Don't forget, we're always subtracting, so it's going to be negative 2x minus negative 2x, which becomes a plus. So that means they're additive inverse, they cancel. 19 minus 4, that leaves me with 15. There's nothing else to bring down, so that would be my remainder. Your answer is going to be the top plus the remainder over the outside, or what you're dividing by. So my answer is 3x minus 2 plus 15 over x minus 2. Let's check for understanding. Use long division. 4x squared plus 23x plus 17 divided by x plus 5. Solution. Use long division. 4x squared plus 23x plus 17 divided by x plus 5. We notice that they're in order. Is x squared and followed by x, then no x, so we don't need 0 for placeholder for any missing terms. So when we set it up, it's going to be x plus 5, and inside is going to be 4x squared plus 23x plus 17. Remember, we're focusing on the lead. It's going to be inside divided by the outside. The lead on the inside is 4x squared. The lead on the outside is x. So therefore, it's going to be 4x squared divided by x. If you factor it, it's going to be 4 times x over x. That means the x in the bottom cancels the x in the top, which leaves you with 4x, and that 4x goes on the top. Now we're going to take that 4x and we're going to multiply the outside. So it's going to be 4x times x plus 5. Distribute the 4x, which will result in 4x squared plus 20x, and that goes inside. Remember, we're always going to subtract, and a hint will flow from the top to the minus sign to the bottom. So it's going to be 4x squared minus 4x squared, and they cancel each other. Then it's going to be 23x minus 20x, which leaves us with 3x. We're going to bring down the plus 17 and repeat the process. My new leader is 3x, and my leader on the outside is still x, so therefore it's going to be 3x divided by x. The x in the bottom cancel the x in the top. So my result is 3, and that goes to the top. It's positive, so it's going to be plus 3. We need to take that 3 and multiply what's on the outside, so it's 3 times x plus 5. We're going to distribute the 3. So now we end up with 3x plus 15, and that goes inside. Don't forget we're always subtracting. So it's going to be 3x minus 3x, which means they cancel each other. And then it's going to be 17 minus 15, which leaves us with 2. There's nothing else to bring down, so that is my remainder. My answer is the top plus the remainder over the outside. So it's going to be 4x plus 3 plus 2 over x plus 5. And that's your final answer. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that little bell for further notification. Like and share my video. If you like what you saw in the video, feel free to buy me a cup of coffee. It's not mandatory. Thank you in advance.